I got a question recently from a viewer, and this viewer said, what is the best way to study stock charts? And I sent him back an answer, and now I'm realizing that there's a lot of other people that don't know this simple little strategy that I was taught a long time ago, and it's a really great way to study. See, my power in my studio just recently went off. There was a tornado that blew through here, and I'm always one that likes to have something to work on, something to do, something to progress. I don't just want to sit here and wait for the power to come back on, right? And so what I'm doing is studying stock charts that I have printed off. And I always have some stock charts laying around that I've printed off of quality trades that I've either done or want to do in the future, to look at, to scan, to study, to really envelop myself in the art of the chart, right? But even better than that, something I learned from a mentor of mine that taught me how to trade, and started trading way back before there were charting services, back before brokerages were online and you had to call in your orders. He drew his own charts, and he drew every day's open, close, high and low to create a candlestick chart, right? And if you don't know what a candlestick chart is, it's one of the best ways, I believe, to study price movement in stocks, because it's very easy to see where price has gone with the simple open, low, high, close. It shows you whether it has gone up for the day, down for the day, whether the pricing action was right there at the same point with a doji, and no bull or bear won that day. The idea, though, of drawing those charts is what really changed a lot of my trading, because part of trading is the mindset, huge part of it. But then there's 10 to 15% of it that's a lot of technique and learning patterns. And then there's the art of trading, which is the art of reading the chart and the mindset put together. And investing is the same way. You can invest in anything, but if you're investing through the stock market, it's so much better, performance-wise, profit-wise, to be able to chart your entry into that stock based upon price dips, buying into the sell, and buying into the rise, as it rises after a long sell-off. And so all I'm saying is, I believe the best way, if you really had to choose one, to learn how to really study charts, is to print off charts and physically draw them, with colored pencils, and sit here with some graphing paper and just draw out a whole charting pattern. You begin to see the patterns easier, and you begin to etch them into your mind, and you get to a point where you see the flow. And once you see the flow, the patterns become ingrained in you, and you trade better. You just do. So all I'm saying is that if you haven't tried it, you can do this anywhere. You don't need power. You just need some colored pencils, and you don't even need charts to look at. You need the high, low, open and close of the day, and you can chart your own charts. And I think in some ways, technology does us a disservice today, in that now we have all of our charts at our fingertips with the press of a button. We don't have to draw them. Whereas I think if we did, we'd produce better results in some ways. In a lot of ways, technology is great, but that one thing, I think, if you just try it for a week, I believe you'll get a major benefit out of just drawing your chart.